This week's Torah portion is called Ba'ahalotcha, which is tricky to accurately translate. For the sake of continuity in this context, it's commonly translated as when you kindle. The Heavenly Father tells Moshe to instruct Aharon how to kindle the golden menorah. The golden menorah is hammered out from a single ingot of gold into an intricate 7-branch candelabrum. It's actually impossible for human hands to make this. We learned in the Torah portion called Ki Tisa how the golden menorah was made according to Jewish tradition. Most of this week's Torah portion is packed with details about how this new nation functions in unity with each other and with the Heavenly Father. The Shekhinah also dwells among us. There's simply too much information to unpack in this video. This is the Torah portion where Israel begins the journey towards the Promised Land. We reach another climax in Torah as the people travel together in unity. Chapter 10, verses 35 and 36 states, "Whenever the ark would travel, Moshe would say, 'Arise, Lord, and may your enemies be scattered, and may those who hate you flee from before you.' And when it came to rest, he would say, 'Return, Lord, to the myriads and thousands of Israel.'" All of this sounds very interesting, but what does it have to do with parental alienation? Actually, the last section of this week's Torah portion depicts one of the strongest warnings against the leading cause of parental alienation, Lashon Hara, the wicked tongue, which is gossip, especially against a family member. Chapter 12 depicts Miriam and Aharon engaging in seemingly harmless gossip about Moshe. In fact, it's a kind of gossip that we commonly hear in many of our households nowadays. Yet, Torah has a zero-tolerance policy for Lashon Hara among family members, especially when the Shekhinah dwells among us. Modern studies show that Lashon Hara is the leading cause of parental alienation, which destroys households. We've previously learned in Shemot that Moshe himself is a victim of parental alienation. We have learned that there are 8 signs of parental alienation. The first sign is a campaign of denigration against a previously loved parent. We learned in the Torah portion called Shemot that Moshe's mother Yocheved was denigrated from her status as his biological mother to a wet nurse. We also learned that governmental authorities can cause parental alienation. In Moshe's case, Paro, as the governmental authority, alienated him from his parents, his family, and his entire community. We learned in the Torah portion called Vayera about Dr. Amy Baker's research into the long-term effects of parental alienation on alienated children. These effects include low self-esteem, high risk of divorce in the child's own marriage, and difficulty forming bonds with other people, including their own spouses and children. We saw some of these signs manifest in Moshe's life in the Torah portions called Vayera, Yitro, and Pekudei. Could we also be seeing other signs manifest in this week's Torah portion? According to Jewish tradition, Miriam complains to Aharon about Moshe's lack of intimacy with his wife. While Jewish tradition attributes Moshe's lack of marital intimacy with his need to be ready to go into the presence of the Shekhinah at any given time, one also cannot ignore the fact that a lack of intimacy with a spouse is a long-term effect on adult children of parental alienation. Whatever the details, Torah deals harshly with Miriam. She contracts Sara'at for the Lashon Hara that she spoke against her brother Moshe. Chapter 12, verse 14 states, "And the Lord said to Moshe, and if her father were to spit in her face, would she not be humiliated for 7 days?" The Torah portion ends with Miriam's banishment from the camp for 7 days with Sara'at. The Torah describes this as the Heavenly Father spitting in her face. Next week's Torah portion is called Shalach, and we will resume our journey. What will we find in the Promised Land?